All right, well, after you grab the tacos, you might want to check out a spooky event. Danny is live at the Molly Brown House Museum today to get a freaky preview of Victorian Horrors. Danny, I love this time of year.
Oh my gosh, Claudia, I love this time of year too, and of course I am dressed perfectly to be celebrating this time of year, not only because it's Halloween, but also because we are here live at the Molly Brown House Museum, and I think Mrs. Brown would approve, right, Andrea?
She would approve.
Oh my gosh, I love it. We are, of course, here with Andrea Malcolm to talk more about some incredible events coming up, including this weekend's Victorian Horrors, and this is the one we're most excited for. I need to remove the hat because I don't want it to fall, and it's just so beautiful. But okay, let's talk all about this. First of all, for those who aren't familiar, what is Victorian Horrors?
So Victorian Horrors is this great theatrical and literature event we have here every year at the Molly Brown House Museum. So imagine yourself coming inside the house late at night. It's spooky, it's dark,
yes.
And you creep from room to room, and then suddenly Edgar Allan Poe is reading you The Raven.
Oh.
Or H.G. Wells is reading you The Invisible Man, or Frankenstein. So you get to meet these authors come back from the dead, and you hear their tales here in our beautiful, and some say haunted, Victorian home.
Yes. Oh my gosh, this just makes for the perfect Halloween activity, and more than that, historical activity. I think this is just so wonderful to be able to learn. So, of course, you're celebrating 30 years too of Victorian Horrors, which is so incredible. How did you guys get started with all of this?
This really was sort of an antidote to just the jump scare, spooky, haunted houses out there. This was something a little bit more intellectual,
right.
A little bit more historic. So if you love Gothic literature, if you think Edgar Allan Poe is a rock star, or you love the spiritualism, you love Ouija boards and tarot cards, or you love oddities, this is the event for you.
Wow, this is going to be so awesome and so exciting. Okay, so you kind of alluded to it, but why do it here at the Molly Brown House?
We like to say the Victorians invented Halloween. So if you think back to Irish heritage and Samhain, or just sort of that spiritualism movement that took place 100 and so years ago,
right.
When they had, you know, the palm readers and the tarot readers, and Mrs. Brown had those kind of parties all the time. So it's perfect for her house.
Oh my gosh, and you see that here too. I mean, we have this table that is so well decorated here with all of these incredible old school boards that, you know, the guiding star boards that we can really see, which is so wonderful. So who would you say this event is geared towards?
If you love literature, you love spooky stories, you love old houses, this is perfect. Kids can come if they enjoy sort of that vibe.
Yes.
It's good for everyone who is just looking for that sort of creepy experience without the jump scare.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. If you've been doing haunted houses forever, you know, nevermore. Now you can come here as well. This is so awesome. So, do you have a favorite part of this event personally?
I do. I love it. Just standing in a room and that story and that actor's amazing talent, you are just transported through the magic of literature, and you get the chills down your spine. It's that moment.
Oh my gosh. Well, I am so excited, and you guys at home should be so excited too, because we don't want them to go anywhere, because coming up we have a sneak peek of exactly that, right?
Yes.
Oh, so excited. Andrea, thank you so much. We love being here. We love being able to kind of channel the spirit of Margaret Brown, so thank you. We appreciate you. Oh my gosh, and like I said, Claudia, don't go anywhere, because coming up we are going to hear from one of those actors and get a little bit of a sneak peek of what you can see here in the Victorian Horrors. This is going to be so fun. But Claudia, first, I need to get back into character.
Oh my goodness, yes you do.
You.
I love it, Danny. Thank you so much. And we're going to be checking in with her a little bit later on the show.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here live today at the Molly Brown House Museum to preview an incredibly awesome Halloween performance that you get to see right here all throughout the month of October. And to tell us more about it, we have our friend Jim Hunt here. And Jim, we are so excited to hear more about your performance. And I'm so happy I'm not alone, because the house just always, it always feels like you're not alone in here, I have to say.
That's very true.
Excellent. Well, I want to talk first. You know, earlier we learned that Victorian Horrors is celebrating 30 years, which is so incredible. How long have you been involved?
30 years.
Oh, all 30 of them. Wow.
I, together with David and Julie Payne, who will also be in the house the next 3 weekends, started this 30 years ago.
Wow.
So I was turning 50. Now I'm turning 80.
Incredible.
So it's kind of weird. I've spent most Halloweens over the last 30 years in this house.
Oh my goodness, have you seen anything spooky that
I
when
think
you
that
came in?
hallway right behind you
Really?
is kind of creepy.
Is the spookiest part. Okay, that's
Yeah,
good to
The
know.
mirror at the end of the hall.
Yeah.
There's something, vapors, essences.
Something going on in there. And for those of you that don't know the hallway that Jim is talking about, you have to come and see for yourself because it is really incredible. Now, I have to ask, what dead Victorian author are you portraying this year?
I'm H.G. Wells.
H.G. Wells, wonderful. Okay, so what made you choose H.G. Wells?
You know,
What's the connection?
30 years ago, someone just said, "Oh, you could be H.G. Wells," and I thought, "Oh, that's great." So I already owned the collected stories, well, actually the collected works, and so over the years, I have probably read 15 different H.G. Wells stories.
Wow.
And mostly in this room. This is JJ's bedroom, and I sort of think of it as mine. So if another author ends up in here, I sort of say, well, enjoy my room.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
actually mine.
Hey, at this point, you have every right to claim this room.
Exactly.
30 years, that's a really big achievement here. Now, obviously, you have an incredible connection to H.G. Wells, the fact that you chose him, but also that you know so many of his works. Was this just kind of an honor for you this year to be able to portray him this way?
Yeah, it really is. And we were asked to choose our favorite story from over the years.
Yes.
Those of us who've been coming here for a long time to do this. And thought, wow, I have a lot of favorite stories, but the Red Room.
Oh.
Even though this room isn't red.
It isn't, but hey,
it's-
you never know. It's
It's
Halloween.
Exactly, it's Halloween. We should turn this red for my
Exactly,
story.
yes. Well, I know that the folks at home would love to hear a sneak peek, as would I. So, HG, I'm going to let you take it away.
Thank you. It's the spoiler. It's from the end of the story.
Wonderful.
Tell us, is he truly the ghost of the old Earl who... No, said I, it is not. There is neither ghost of Earl nor ghost of Countess in that room. There is no ghost there at all, but worse, far worse. Well, they said, the worst of all things that haunt poor mortal man, said I, and that is, in all its nakedness, fear. Fear that will not have light nor sound, that will not bear with reason, that deafens and darkens and overwhelms. It followed me through the corridor. It fought against me in the room. I knew that was it. A power of darkness. There is fear in that room, black fear, and there will be so long as this house of sin endures.
Oh my gosh, Jim, I have chills. Oh my goodness, I'm scared. You're scared. I don't know, guys. I don't know how long we can stay in this house. Incredible. Okay,
Thank you.
you know everybody at home is going to want to see the full performance. When can they do that?
The next 3 weekends, so it's a little odd because it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the first weekend,
Okay.
13th, 14th, 15th, but remember we start on Friday the 13th.
Ah.
And then the following weekend it'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
And then the last weekend it'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So
Oh my
26, 27, 28.
Okay.
Close on the 28th.
Just in time to really celebrate Halloween. Well, Jim, thank you so much,
My pleasure.
HG. You did wonderfully. I bow to you. You are so wonderful, and we can't wait to see the full performance.
Thank you so much.
Of course. And guys, you can see actors like Jim and so many more here at this incredible Molly Brown House Museum. If you haven't been, I really urge you to come. It is so amazing here. Victorian Horrors kicks off this weekend at the Molly Brown House Museum. They have performances throughout the month of October, like Jim said. For a full list of those, as well as information on all other spooky events, that's seances, Ouija boards, so many things happening here, you can go ahead and check out mollybrown.org.